approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
It's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch, it's Moulton. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Oh, there's the ball! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And they were... their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
And the Noles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fights off a defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass. It's Owens. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on 4 people.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm really, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside.
Breaks into the open. Got him up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. The State scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Concepcion. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. Gets open down the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's Owens. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Going downfield for the big play. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quickly complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Owens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Not even no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. Creates a little room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Working the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Robinson. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's looking deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He'll take a shot. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Coming out with it, it's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground, it's Durham. Jukes his way for more. Oh, he's still got more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're going to ride this running back across the 45. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense, picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Murphy. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
It's a running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he'll make the catch at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Going to the run, it's Perry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go, set.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have. And he's got it down the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 49. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. All right, guys, here comes explosive Florida State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds the tight end. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. LSU quick to the line. To the air, it's Owens. Now rolling to the left. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate...
He lets one fly deep. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that